The national uproar over George Floyd's death after being restrained by police has led Oklahoma City police to release video of an arrest more than a year ago in which a black man is heard saying, "I can't breathe." He later died. Black Lives Matter protesters demanded the video be made public. A warning, though, some may find it disturbing to watch. Here's CNN's Martin Savage.
Oklahoma City, May 20th, 2019, 1:40 in the afternoon.
Where'd you come from?
Police confront 42-year-old Derek Scott in a parking lot after receiving this 911 call.
He's pulling out a gun on a guy parked on the parking lot.
At first, Scott puts his hands in the air, but then begins to run. Two officers give chase. This body camera footage released by authorities this week.
You need to stop.
Police catch up with Scott, tackle him, and struggle to detain him. One of the officers straddles Scott, appearing to pull his arm behind him. And in the struggle, Scott says, "I can't breathe." An officer responds, "I don't care."
I can't breathe. I don't care.
Several more times during the arrest, Scott repeats to police, "I can't breathe." Not long after, an officer notices Scott's no longer struggling or speaking.
He's acting like he's unconscious.
One of the officers removes a gun from Scott's pocket as he lies handcuffed face down on the grass. More than 8 minutes since the struggle began, officers continue to check on a silent Scott.
And they rolled the subject over into a recovery position, allowing for a better opportunity to breathe and relax while they maintain control of the suspect.
Stay with us, man.
At about 9 minutes, paramedics arrive. And Scott appears to struggle again with police, who eventually get him onto a gurney and into an ambulance. About an hour later, Scott is dead. The medical examiner determines there was no fatal trauma and the cause of death was listed undetermined. The report says other significant conditions contributing to his death include physical restraint, recent methamphetamine use, and asthma.
The Oklahoma County District Attorney did conduct an investigation into the takedown. And in a statement that was released by the Oklahoma City Police Department, here's what they say, quote, "According to District Attorney David Prater, there was nothing inappropriate on the part of the officers, nor was there evidence of any misconduct by the officers. Therefore, he cleared all involved officers of any criminal wrongdoing," unquote. Now, if you're wondering why this video was released this week, that's because recently Black Lives Matter held a protest demanding that the video be made public. So on Monday, the Oklahoma City Police Department did just that. Don?
All right, Martin, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I want to bring in now Vicki Scott. Vicki Scott is the mother of Derek Scott. Ms. Scott, we're so sorry for your loss, and my heart just goes out for you, I'm sure, as everyone else who's watching this. How are you doing with all of this?
It's very, very hard. Very, very, very hard. I really can't explain it because it's like I'm reliving his death all over again because I did not know the truth from the beginning. And I asked them when he passed away, would they please tell me what was going on? And I didn't find out about his death until 4 days after he passed. And then I went and got him in my car. And I went to the police station and they told me they didn't even know who he was. And a day after that, there was 3 detectives on my couch. And I asked them what happened to him and why did they not contact me as his mother? And they were telling me, "We're just so sorry. We don't know how this got out of hand." And not only to add misery to the situation, I had to wait another 4 days before I could see my son's body.
Oh my God.
And I'm very.
That's just awful.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this video because in this video, your son can clearly be heard saying several times, "I can't breathe." And officers replied, "Well, I don't care." You've been trying to get answers about your son's death for a year now. And I know you want, I know you can't watch the whole thing, but are you getting more information from what you have seen?
No, I'm not, because believe it or not, Don, they sent me home with the blank tape. They sent the Channel 5, 9, and other people with a complete tape. When I got home to play the tape, it was blank. It's been very hard for me. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and the other night I was lying in bed, and I woke up, and it was on the television, and I just caught the part at the end of it where he was calling my name, and he was saying, "Mama, Mama," and that just killed me because I had no idea. I had no idea.
Vicki,
My heart was broken. Yes.
Mrs. Scott, will you please keep in touch with us and keep us updated on this? Again, we're so sorry for your loss, but we want to continue to follow this, and we're thinking about you. Thanks so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you.